Good afternoon, friends. I have spoken quite a lot on communication and the art of speaking. The few who requested me that I must also say a few words on the art of writing. So today I shall be talking on the art of writing. The art of writing, my friend, is the art of discovering what you believe. People long kept diaries and journals reflecting on their day, but few do today in this electronic world. The daily journal of or diary is a great adventure and is a great avenue even to enhance self knowledge. So is writing letters to friends and family. Even social media can be used for this purpose. However, seldom it actually is, there is no reason in principle that the tweet can't serve this spiritual end. Most of us have an interesting experience. Maybe you have come away from a lively conversation, having learned something not just from what you heard the other person say, but from what you heard yourself saying in that conversation. Talking at its best can be a form of thinking. Socrates showed us this long time ago. Yet most people just talk just to communicate, question, or even to grouse. Talking through a puzzle or a problem can be an effective first step in solving it. But writing about something can at times be even more effective. Putting down on paper or on these days your computer or laptop screen that what we are thinking allow us both to create new lines of thought and then to examine it as if forms a short distance and gain even more perspective. I personally don't speak from notes when I am in front of the people, but I prepare notes that clarifies my thinking and even help me remember what I want to say, what I have to say. The simple act of making a to-do list before the talk commences, it helps me. So therefore, in the art of writing, I always say the first and foremost thing is always start with a creative idea. The crux of reader's attention lies in the introductory paragraph of your write-up or essay or whatever you intend writing. How you start your writing leaves an impact on the reader's mind until he gets to a conclusion. Therefore, always start with a statement in case of a technical writing or rhetorical question in case of a non-technical. Furthermore, starting with a mystery which has a connection with the concluding paragraph can be an effective way to intrigue the reader. Stating an essay with something which may be an answer to a reader's long-term query can gauge minds to keep reading more of your narrative. Maintain a flow throughout your content. It's always significant, my friend, to have a fluency in the context of the matter or the write-up you're writing, which means that whatever you're writing about, you must be in the right place of the essay. For example, an introduction always starts with a description, a thesis or an agenda. You cannot write a thesis at the end of the paper, and you cannot write a conclusion in the start, which may cause loss of interest in the reader. Always think out of box. A reader is someone who is into reading activity for so many years and would never prefer reading a content that is too predictable and follows the same plotting of events every time, repeatedly. Paraphrasing always limits you to think of something unique. You can always create your own arguments on someone's idea and can cite it to maintain integrity. However, it is recommended to always create counter arguments and your versions of analysis which triggers a reader know more about your writing or further writings. My friends, read in between the lines of any writers or any instructions. Very importantly, in the art of writing, avoid repetitions. With the flow of content, another important aspect of writing is good content is not swirling around the same point over and over again, not beating around the bush. Using the same words through your write-up or essay in describing a few points turns your write-up into a monotonous reading. Use synonymous words. Always bring variety when describing events or situations. Remember, sentence structure and choice of the words can add greater value to your context. Always be particular about using the right kind of grammar. Your grammar in the correct way is not enough to win your reader. Correct grammar is more than just the right punctuations and correct form of verb, I say. Tenses play a very important role in describing a situation. It means that the right form of tense is essential in fulfilling the correct grammar requirements. Another very important aspect of writing is proofread. Proofread again and again. And then again. Then again read it. Reread it. It's always important not to leave a single loophole where a reader will question the credibility of your content. Therefore, whatever you write, always try to acquire the level of perfection, and it will show your commitment towards submitting a perfect work. This is the most important trait of any writer, any essay, any novel, any book you intend writing, that he or she never leaves a reader with any doubt about his or her work. They always deliver work near to perfection because it is their job, and this is what they do every time whenever they write something. Always read before writing, I say that. Never start with an empty mind. Always go through different perspectives on what you are about to write. Do proper research before writing on the given topic, and this will open your ideas, open your mind, give you new words. It is not important to write or paraphrase the same thing that other writer has already written, argued. You can always counter his argument with your own perspective. Make sure your counter arguments are not like a blind shot in the air. This points being another important aspect of writing. That is to strengthen arguments with strong facts and figures. Writing which includes realistic experiences are always catchier for a reader. A reader can always relate their more to real life, even than just fancy statements made of stories. My friend, remember, like every other profession or art, writing also demands a huge struggle to become an expert. If you can read well, then you can write well too, for sure. A professional writer explains any concept, technical or non-technical. Write more and more, and write what all you think about every other second, and this art will become your forte. Don't lose your hope on the things that you have no time to start now. Remember, you are never late. So start anything from any point in your life, and you will improve your writing skill. My friends, put efforts to improve your writing skills. You can always seek help from your well-polished writers, friends whom you feel that they are better, and can see for yourself what difference it makes. Good writers are trusted when it comes to quality, creativity, and professionalism. They have hardly disappoint their readers. They are invariably flexible, and their sole purpose to see that their writing is liked by people and they're read. As much they are the professional at writing, they are good at giving tips, suggestions. So don't just seek help from good writers in writing, but also learn from them the secrets behind the good writing. My friends, remember, learning a writing skill is not overnight accomplishment. It always takes a rigorous amount of practice, a thorough understanding of the language and proper guidelines to quality-driven write-ups. Writing plays, my friends, an integral role in every discipline of life. Become a good, effective writer by practicing these certain tips in the art of writing. You'll be able to, your written expression will be equally effective as your verbal expression. Thank you very much.